And this breaks my heart. This breaks my heart because I was literally, I don't tell you, I was so excited about the Chargers season. So excited about fucking Jim Harbaugh taking over the gig. Just absolutely fucking thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. And now he wants to do this. And Jim Harbaugh is the one who lost his job to this fucking piece of shit. This piece of shit. Notice how I called him a piece of shit? Because that's what he is. Harbaugh hoping to add Kaepernick to the Chargers coaching staff. Let me explain to you exactly why that's not going to happen, okay? And I think the best way to do that would be to show you the fucking Chargers box score from the last preseason game they did, from their first preseason game against the Seahawks, okay? Where was it? Saturday, August 10th. Here we go. Seahawks, Chargers. All right. Share this tab. Then we'll get to this article. But first, why can't I share this tab? Why won't it let me share this tab? Am I not sharing a tab? Oh, I'm not sharing a tab. Hold on. Harbaugh hoping to add Kaepernick. There it is. Sorry, guys. All right, let's take a peek at this. I'll slide me down here. I'll make it look legit. Let me explain to you why this shit is not going to happen, okay? Harbaugh hoping to add Kaepernick to Chargers staff. LA Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh is looking to reunite with QB Colin Kaepernick by bringing the former NFL star as a member of his staff. He's not. Okay? And here's how you know. One, because Kaepernick stinks. Two, because Kaepernick's too busy being a race baiter, and we'll get to a Ryan Cannell video in a moment and talk about that. But three, mostly because if they wanted him, they would have he should be able to walk in to the fucking Chargers camp and be like, give me the football, I'll play. Because their team was so fucking bad. Yeah, let me tell you something, Joey Dago. I will go over to the fucking Raiders. I'll get a Raider tattoo over my ankle if they sign Colin Kaepernick. There, you can book it. Yes, Geeks and Gamers, Ryan. You can fucking book it. I'll fucking get the fucking tattoo. I like the light when that's open. I'll get the fucking tattoo if fucking he signs Colin Kaepernick, because Colin Kaepernick absolutely stinks. This tab instead. Let's take a look at see if you've heard of any of these fucking people on the Chargers. Any of them. Easton Stick, of course, because he sucked such a big dick last year. Why doesn't this make it bigger if I wanted to? It should. It doesn't. All right. Take a look at these losers. Okay. If you're not sure why Colin Kaepernick will never play for the Chargers, there you go. Fucking Easton Stick, 5 of 13 for 31 yards, sacked twice by fucking backups because starters don't start in the preseason anymore. Max Duggan, fucking another fucking layover from the Brandon Staley era. Error. Am I right, people? 4 of 7, 41 yards. And then and that's against nobodies. That's against absolute nobodies. He's so bad. Never even cracked the practice squad last year while Easton Stick was dying. And Luis Perez, never heard of him either. You ready for this? He's some 29-year-old walk-on out of Texas A&M Commonwealth. This guy, this fucking anorexic dude had the best fucking... Go away, Joe Dago picture. Love you, buddy. This fucking dude. This fucking guy had the best game. And don't get me wrong, he was doing it against fucking third-string guys that are working for Amazon next week. This guy. But you're telling me that fucking Colin Kaepernick is going to be added to the Chargers coaching staff? No. The only thing that tells me is we are fucked because fucking Jim Harbaugh's, and why would Harbaugh even want, and this can't be true. Why would Harbaugh want anything to do with this fucking guy after Harbaugh's the reason he fucking basically lost his job, watching him fucking regress in San Francisco because he couldn't learn a playbook? Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh is looking to reunite with QB Kaepernick by bringing the former star as a member of his staff. That was ever the path he was to take. I think that would be tremendous, Harbaugh recently said, according to Jared Powell of USA Today. He'd be a tremendous coach if that's the path he chose. Who is saying this? I've just lost all faith in fucking Jim Harbaugh. How is he a tremendous coach? Someone tell me what makes a fucking guy that was a cancer in the locker room, an island in the locker room, fucking knelt for the national anthem, fucking shows no leadership skills, fucking has a victim mentality. How would that be a great fucking coach in the NFL? And don't get me wrong. Let me tell you this. Two teams that will not sign Colin Kaepernick, the Chargers and the fucking Vikings, who just lost J.J. McCarthy today for the year. They're going to go with Sam Darnold. Okay? So really, if you don't get that this is all fucking bullshit, and if this can only make me lose faith in fucking Jim Harbaugh. Kaepernick recently said he's still training and waiting for another shot to play in the NFL. Are you out of your fucking goddamn mind? Did you ever? All right, let's just, you know what?
Colin Kaepernick is quite possibly one of the most successful race grifters that we've seen over the past few decades, at least here in America. And to understand why, you have to understand what he's convinced people of. He has convinced people that he is a victim. That's the reason he's not on an NFL team. That this dude, who had a few solid seasons, let's not get it twisted. He even went to the Super Bowl with the San Francisco 49ers before the NFL very quickly found.
He did go to the Super Bowl with the San Francisco 49ers. And you know what he did? They turned off the lights. You know what he did? The last 4 plays of the game, he threw the exact same pass in the right corner of the end zone to Michael Crabtree, except for the one time when they called a run to Frank Gore, the gorilla in the mist. And what did they do? They called a timeout and nullified the play. And when asked after the game, he's like, I thought we were doing great at the thing till coach called a timeout before the Frank Gore play. He called the timeout because the clock had run out of time and they gave it to him. This is how this is a guy that'd be a good coach. This is a guy that'd be a good coach. Back to you, Ryan Cannell.
Found out how to defend him, and it went downhill from there. He washed out of the NFL at the age of 28 and then decided he was going to try to convince everybody that the reason he's not in the NFL must just
lost his job to Blaine Gabbert. Blaine Gabbert, who washed out of Jacksonville, was a first-round bust. This is a guy, fucking typical, fucking never studied, never learned, never moved on. Fucking, he played 3 years in the NFL, and they fucking suddenly realized, wow, if you don't let him run, he's going to throw to the same place every time. But he's going to be a great coach. He's going to be the Charger. He can't even crack the Chargers fucking practice squad with what we just saw opening week. Stop lying.
Because of political reasons. A dude who disrespects this country, who hates white people, who has a laundry list of virtue signals that he's tried to do to get attention, all in an effort to convince people that this is the reason he's not in the NFL. Well, in order to keep this grift up, which it's been failing over the past few years, he has to continue to convince people that he's just being held out of the NFL. And once again, it's been 8 years since this dude saw a football field, yet he's still out there trying to.
If you don't understand, and this circles back to the video I just showed you, if you don't understand how they use a video like that to make people think someone hates an untalented fucking victim like this, then, you know, you're the reason fucking that fucking Godfrey runs around saying I screamed the N-word on stage while he acts like one on it.
Push the idea that he's being kept out, but he's not giving up, everybody. He's still fighting to be back in the NFL, even though we know he's sabotaged multiple opportunities where there could have been a legitimate chance for someone to give him a shot. He sabotaged it intentionally because he knows if he somehow did make it on an NFL roster, he would be embarrassed and the grift would be over.
Yep. Yep. Let me tell you something. Warren Sapp said it perfectly. Because Joey Dago, you remember, didn't the Raiders give him a tryout? Didn't the Raiders, your beloved Raiders, Joey Dago, didn't they give Colin Kaepernick a tryout? Yeah, they did. And where's footage of it? They made sure that footage never fucking surfaced. I believe it was Warren Sapp who talked about it. Warren Sapp said it perfectly. Watch this. This is gold.
I mean, do you see Kaepernick coming back? I mean, he tried out with the Raiders recently, but I heard the tryout wasn't all that great.
I heard it was a disaster. I heard it was one of the worst workouts.
Now, what have we always said? And by we being me, what have I always said on what makes more sense to you? What makes more sense to you? That he had a good tryout with the Raiders, but they weren't interested? And by the way, I believe their starting quarterback this week is Gardner Minshew. Is that who your starter is, Joey? But they have no desire. Or do you think his tryout was so bad? And by the way, if he had a good tryout and the Raiders didn't take him, you don't think he'd be like, hey, I had a good tryout. I'll send my tape around. What happened to that tape? Went the way of the dodo. Listen to this.
Ever. I'm wondering how the hell this happened and the tape didn't get out, right?
Yep.
I mean, somebody wasn't over the fence or nothing? Come on, man. We live in a world right now where you put a drone up. Hey, it ain't like they can stop you. They ain't gonna.
And you don't think a professional victim like Colin Kaepernick would be like, I'm taping this because I'm so fucking good, but all these owners won't give me a shot. And once I release this to TMZ and the media, you'll see what a lie it is. He's a piece of shit.
Stop the workout. Talking about there's a drone up here. We don't know who this is. I mean, what? Come on, let's run this. They don't even send them up the ladder anymore. You know, when we used to go out to practice, send the guy up the thing, he's shooting practice off. Unbelievable.
Laughable to Warren Sapp.
So there you have it. Both guys confirming.
There you go, guys. There you have it. What don't you get? Colin Kaepernick stinks. He's a professional victim. You know? I don't know what else to say other than why do I keep getting these? Why? Why do I keep getting these things? The 49ers were successful during the Harbaugh and Kaepernick era as the duo helped the club. I might have to stop using the Score app. I might. Kaepernick recently said he's still training. No. He's one of my favorite players that I've ever coached, Harbaugh. That's insane. Unless I'm confusing the Harbaugh brothers, and I'm not, that's something a coach has to say. It's like now he's in LA thinking like an LA idiot. God, Harbaugh, Kaepernick, 49ers, and I'm going to throw in the word, Family Guy. I'm kidding. Tension. Here we go. Oh, my God. 49ers coach Harbaugh defends quarterback. That's 2014. Why? Let's go to this one. Why are Jim Harbaugh and this one I want to see. Let's take a look at this. 2014, a much simpler time. Why are Jim Harbaugh, Colin Kaepernick, and the Niners falling short? Excuse me, because go away. 2014. Was it really only 2 years ago that Harbaugh and QB Colin Kaepernick were the darlings of the 2013 Super Bowl? Here, let me make it bigger so you can see this, guys. My bad. I'm new at this. As the Niners became one of the league's most dangerous, it's almost like their window of opportunity is about to pass them by. Here they were built to the point of being so close to winning it all, but then Colin Kaepernick, who never learned to read a defense. I'll say it again. All the great QBs in the NFL, the greatest ones, Aaron Rodgers, he went to Cal. A lot of people don't know that. Tom Brady, fucking drafted not whatever, 100th, he went to Michigan, didn't start till his senior year. Drew Brees, no name at Purdue for all that time. You understand? Even Phillip Rivers, who borderline a Hall of Famer, they say. I wouldn't give it to him. He could never win the big game. But these are all guys that played year after year, played in obscurity. Well, not obscurity, but got the reps in and learned how to make mistakes, learned how to have short memory, learned how to throw an interception, walk back on the field and say, oh, okay, learned how to study game tape those 3 years because that's what you do in college, study, not in classes, learning learning book shit, excuse me. You study game tape and you learn, unless you're Colin Kaepernick, who has one good year at Nevada and comes out. Unless you're what's his name? Jesus Christ, Ryan Leaf, who has one good year and comes out and is so embarrassing to the Chargers as an organization. You know what the Chargers do? The Chargers have such a terrible year with them. They're like, once that disaster of 2 years was over, they're like, we're not making that mistake again. They had the number one pick. What'd they do? Did they take Michael Vick, the unproven guy out of Virginia Tech who only had 1 year of reps and never learned to study game tape and was too busy fighting dogs? No. They said, why don't we trade that pick for 2 picks? 2 of the greatest Chargers ever to wear the lightning bolt, LaDainian Tomlinson, the second LT after LT, Lawrence Taylor, and Drew Brees. It's unbelievable. No. But you want me to think this, and this is all part of the bigger picture. I said bigger picture of what's going on in this country right now.